What if I told you the reason why you're not confident in basically creating any content is because your brain hasn't grown in 100,000 years? In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can be confident whenever you put yourself out there. So, you want to be confident, you want to be able to put yourself out there, you want to gain all of the benefits that come with doing that. First thing you need to understand is, it's not normal, okay? So, first thing, from our brain's point of view, this is going to be a fun brain that doesn't look like anything like a brain, but here we go, all right? This, I promise, is a brain, not a football, okay? From a tribal point of view, from a psychology point of view, our brain is roughly, approximately, about 100,000 years old, there or thereabouts, right? So you need to remember that the only job of this wonderful computer we all have in our head is to keep us alive. That's it. That's the only job, okay? Now, let's wind the clock back roughly about 100,000 years, shall we? Okay? Then, in a scenario where I had to talk in front of a group or in front of an audience, like I'm doing today, okay, I would look a little bit like this, preferably with some more skin, maybe some ears, probably not any clothes, but there we go. And I would be talking in front of probably my tribe, my social circle, right? And I won't waste your time by drawing anymore, but you get the point. This is a tribe, okay? And my job here in my wonderful speech bubble is going to be trying to tell these people why they shouldn't kick me out of the tribe. Now, you might be thinking, Colton, why does me getting kicked out of the tribe actually matter? Well, if in this scenario 100,000 years ago or more, I got kicked out of the tribe, I would probably get eaten and I'd probably die. If I'm lucky, okay? If I'm unlucky, I will die of cold and then die anyway, but die really slowly and really painfully, okay? Or some other horrible way of dying, right? So it's kind of in my best interest to make sure I give a quite compelling argument to these people, okay? And I kind of want them to like me, right? So from a tribal mind point of view, we want this group to like us. So we wouldn't do something that would jeopardize our place in the tribe. And we definitely wouldn't put ourselves out there and stand in front of a group. Because if this goes wrong, we're dead. And remember that our brain's job is to keep us alive. So the reason why you're really struggling and not feeling confident, firstly, is this. And secondly, you just haven't done the reps. You just haven't done the numbers game that it takes to get good at this and this to feel comfortable. But this is the key. But let's wind the clock forward 100,000 years to today. Worst case scenario, what happens if this group doesn't like you? Does your life change? And the same is true if you're on a phone. So now this tribe man has got a phone. Happy days, he's got a little square phone. Cool. And he's got a hate comment on this phone. What happens to him now? Does his life change in any way? Does his ability to be able to eat, have warmth, shelter equivalent? Does that stop? No, I don't think so. So rewire your brain. Push a little bit for uncomfortability. Push to the point where you maybe feel like Peter here. Because you can understand that you're not going to be in the position where you're thrown out of the tribe and you're potentially going to die. You can do it one step at a time, sure. But we're not in this scenario anymore. And when you understand that the tribal mind is the thing holding you back, you can then start making those steps towards being more confident. Confidence, specifically, there's lots of quotes I could use here, but the crux of all of them is having enough evidence in your head that you are who you say you are, right? If I say I'm going to put an event on, I'm going to put an event on. If I say that I'm going to be good at creating video content that's engaging, that adds value to you, I'm going to continue to do so. That's the key. It's not about me knowing or having the ability to do it today. It's knowing that I'm on the journey to be able to go from point A, which is over here, to point B. Right? Point A is, I'm going to start. Everyone's first video is shit. Everyone's first presentation is shit. Every single person's first event got sold to no people, 1 person or 5 people. Okay? But to be able to get here, where you run your event to 100,000 people, or whatever your yardstick is, you need to make the steps. Okay? You need to be able to continue to make the steps moving forward. You need to be able to focus on each step. Not look over here at where you're going. Look at, how do I get from here to here? Then from there to there. Then from there to there. Then from there to there. And keep going. Because through momentum, it will allow you to do this. But then you're focused on this journey rather than, oh, I'm not there yet. Oh, I'm not there yet. Oh, I might be Peter. So I hope you did take value from this video. If you did enjoy it and you would like to hear more about this and the tribal mind and the mindset of what's stopping you creating content, I'll be running an event here, probably in this room with a bit of luck, on the 11th of September. And I'd love to have you come along. So ticket links are down in the description down below. So thank you ever so much for coming back and joining me, and I'll see you very, very soon.